What up, everybody? This is Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, yeah! And we're bringing Superman Hunter Prey. Yes, this is after the Great War with Doomsday. After Superman fell and rose again from the dead. The story continues, the saga continues. As Clark thinks back to when he was young, and he had to go down to the basement in the deep darkness. As he wanders down the stairs, afraid of the dark, and he falls into his mom's arms, knowing that something is there, something in the dark waiting for him. As he goes down there and turns on the light, facing his fears. Now, older, wiser, Clark realizes and flashes back Doomsday, the unstoppable monster, the unstoppable killer, who raged through Gotham, who tore its way through the Justice League, who tore its way through cities, as Superman makes his last stand against this creature, this unstoppable beast. And in that moment, he felt fear. He felt rage. As he fought this creature, he felt like that little boy. As that fist came slamming down. But he wakes up, a nightmare. Shades of the past. Shades of things to come. It's not over yet. As the ship flies through, you see a meteor. Something man-made, something created, and they decide that they should have it, examine it. But little do they know when they pick it up that it's Doomsday strapped to this meteor, that it's Doomsday, this creature of destruction. They found death. They found the ultimate destruction. And they realize all too soon that this creature is death incarnate, as it starts to escape its bonds. They begin slashing, killing, destroying everything in sight. As they try to stop it, laser beams, whatever weapons they have, it's not enough. As Superman flies, goes on patrol to clear his head, Lois waits for him, wondering, knowing what's bothering Clark. Something from the past. He hasn't been the same since he came back to life. Since that battle with Doomsday, he knows that it's not over. As the ship lands, a head goes flying out, and Doomsday has come. Doomsday is here, and Doomsday is hungry. As he begins tearing his way through the ship's crew, smashing, annihilating everything in sight. He puts his cape around Lois, comforts her, but he knows, after his war with the Supermen, after his war with Cyborg, after the destruction of Coast City, it's not over yet. He kisses Lois, and he realizes this might be the last time. Meanwhile, on Apokolips, Doomsday has landed. Doomsday has come to Apokolips, laying down its own destruction. And will this be the end of Apokolips? As his men try to stop it, desperately trying anything they can. But this creature is unstoppable. And yet there's something on it. A tag. And all of a sudden, Hank Henshaw grows from it. That's all it takes for Hank to resurrect. The evil cyborg Superman is back. He starts aiding Doomsday on his quest for destruction. As Desaad begs Darkseid to intervene, he has to. He has to stop this creature himself, or he has to call help from an unexpected source. As Clark flies back and forth, knowing there's something in the distance, knowing that he might have to stop the creature one more time, as Wave Rider and of course Rip, the Linear Men. Rip is part of this group. They basically preserve time, and these two men let him know that Doomsday has returned, and that it's up to Clark to stop him again. It's up to him to go into the battle, the fray once more, as the fight rages on in Apocalypse. They beg him for help, and of course Darkseid says these worms, they're still his people, and Darkseid decides to intervene to protect what's his. He fires his Omega beams at this creature and hits it dead on in the back. Darkseid thinks that he's won. Few creatures can survive a blast from his Omega beams. As he steps forward, giving the speech that only Darkseid can, that he will kneel before Darkseid, but this unrelenting creature gets up and starts charging for him. And Darkseid realizes all too soon that he has Doomsday on his hands. He underestimated this creature, this bloodthirsty beast, as he begins ripping through Darkseid, attacking him. Darkseid bleeds. Surprised, he fires his Omega beams, or he attempts to, but the creature cuts him off. Now, at this moment, Darkseid realizes that this creature is more than a match for him, and it's up to Desaad to make a decision and defy the orders of Darkseid, and to call help from an unexpected source. And as Maximo realizes what's going on, they receive a message from Desaad, verifying what Clark already knew. Doomsday is back. Doomsday is on Apocalypse. And Clark, Superman, must stop him. It doesn't matter where this creature is. It only matters that this fight has to go on. As Henshaw and Doomsday and the Deadly Alliance begin making their way to the computer system on Apocalypse, Darkseid realizes that he needs help from an old enemy, a rival, as Clark uses the Mother Box to teleport to Apocalypse and to face this enemy head on. He finds Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman, disposing of Apocalypse's men. Hank wants something too, and as does Doomsday. Hank wants the technology from Apocalypse, and he becomes one with the system, as Doomsday becomes one with death and destruction. And as Clark sees the creature, a moment of fear reaches out to him as Henshaw blasts him in the back with a photon beam. But it's not enough to stop Clark, as Henshaw stands over him gloating, but Desaad has other plans. He reaches for a switch and pulls the lever down, and all of a sudden a boom tube opens and Clark flies towards the creature. He knows that he has to stop it, at least get it off Apocalypse, and figure out what he's going to do next. As the boom tube swallows him whole, Doomsday teleports, and he knows that it's not over. This is just the first round. Will he be able to win? Will he be able to beat Doomsday once and for all? We'll find out the next time, won't we? And I'll catch you on the flip side.